You know that feeling. You're driving home, hours after an argument has ended, and suddenly it hits you. The perfect response. The exact combination of words that would have dismantled their entire point. But in the moment, you were paralyzed. You walked away feeling frustrated, confused, and somehow wrong. Even though you knew, objectively, you were right. You didn't lose because your facts were wrong. You lost because you thought you were playing a game of logic, while they were playing a game of psychology. Every single day, whether it's a manager subtly moving the goalposts, a partner twisting your words, or a politician forcing you into a corner, people are using invisible traps against you. They aren't doing it because they are evil geniuses. They are doing it because these traps work. Our brains have blind spots, and these tactics are designed to hit them perfectly. Imagine you're trying to resolve a simple issue. You gently point out to someone that they haven't been holding up their end of a project. Instead of addressing it, they look at you and say, "Well, you aren't exactly perfect either. What about last month, when you completely missed that deadline?" Suddenly, your heart rate spikes. You're defending yourself. The original problem is gone, evaporating into thin air. You're chasing a ghost. In the architecture of human manipulation, this is the ultimate diversion. It's tossing a scent across the trail so overpowering that your brain instinctively follows it. You forget what you were fighting for. The moment you start defending your missed deadline from a month ago, the trap has snapped shut. You've lost. Then there's the dummy, the fake target. You say, "I think we should be careful with the budget this quarter." And they reply, "Oh, so you want to freeze all spending and grind the entire department to a halt?" That's not what you said, but by exaggerating your point into something absurd, they've created a fragile, hollow version of your argument. It's a straw man. It's incredibly easy to knock down. And as you scramble to say, "No, that's not what I meant," they are already walking away with the victory, looking like the voice of reason. But the most dangerous traps aren't the ones that put you on the defensive. They are the ones that make you think you have no choice at all. If you don't support this new direction, you simply don't care about the future of this company. Either we do it my way, or the whole thing falls apart. Notice what happens there. The world is infinitely complex. There are always a dozen different paths, compromises, and nuances. But the moment someone reduces the universe down to two solitary options, one of which is catastrophic, they've built a cage around your mind. It's a false dilemma. They lock out all the other possibilities, hand you a key to the only door they want you to open, and let you think you walked through it willingly. We fall for this because our brains are wired for shortcuts. We don't want to evaluate every piece of complex evidence. It's exhausting, so we evaluate the person instead. If a colleague you secretly despise comes up with a brilliant idea, your first instinct is to find the flaw. You dismiss the idea because of where it came from. You think, "They're always looking out for themselves, so this must be a trick." But a thought stands alone. It doesn't draw its factual strength from the person speaking. A terrible person can say something entirely true, and a saint can utter complete nonsense. When you dismiss the message because you hate the messenger, you blind yourself. And when someone else does it to you, when they attack your character instead of your point, they are doing it because they have no actual defense against your logic. They are kicking the table because they can't win the chess match. And they will make sure they don't look like the bad guy while doing it. Before someone even makes their counterpoint, they might look around the room and say, "Only a complete fool would believe that this plan could work." That's not an argument. That's poisoning the well. They've tainted the water before you can even take a sip. Now, if you speak up to disagree, you aren't just offering a different perspective. You are volunteering to be the fool. They are forcing you to pay a heavy social tax just to speak your mind. It's extortion disguised as an observation. If they don't threaten your reputation, they will leverage the crowd. Everyone knows that. Millions of people agree that it's the comfort of the herd. We are biologically terrified of standing alone. So when they throw the weight of the majority at you, your instincts scream at you to fall in line. But history is entirely populated by majorities who were spectacularly wrong. The number of people who believe a thing has absolutely zero correlation to whether that thing is actually true. If 50 million people claim a bad idea is brilliant, it's just a bad idea with a massive marketing budget. But what about the panic mongers? The ones who stop any progress by predicting the end of the world. You suggest a small, reasonable change, maybe allowing the team to leave 10 minutes early on Fridays. Immediately the response is, "If we let people leave early on Friday, next they'll want Thursday off, and before we know it, nobody will be working, and the business will go bankrupt." It's a runaway train. They take your one reasonable step and mentally fast forward to an apocalypse. It's paralyzing. Or they do the exact opposite. They demand unobtainable perfection. You propose a solution to a real problem, and they shoot it down by saying, "Well, that won't fix everything." as if the only alternative to a flawless magical solution is doing absolutely nothing. When you start seeing these patterns, it's like putting on X-ray glasses. You stop listening to the volume of their voice, and you start looking at the hidden structure of their words. But what do you do when you actually corner them? When you bring undeniable proof, and they still slip away? Watch for the retreat, the quiet shifting of ground. You catch them in a blatant contradiction, and suddenly they smile and say, "Well, it all depends on how you define," or "That's not what I meant by." They are changing the meaning of their own words in real time to escape the corner you put them in. It's a magic trick. They swap the concepts right in front of your eyes. They claim they were just being metaphorical, or that you took them too literally. Don't let them move the goalposts. Don't chase them into the new field. Stay exactly where you are and point at the empty space they just abandoned. We are conditioned to believe that whoever speaks the longest, the loudest, or the most confidently must be right. If a lie or an accusation is repeated enough times, without hesitation, the human brain slowly starts to accept it as a possibility. It simply wears down our critical faculties. We think, surely they wouldn't keep saying it if there wasn't some truth to it? Yes, they would. Repetition is not evidence. It's just an echo. And they will use pity. They will use fear. They will tell you that if you don't agree with them, you are lacking compassion, or that you are putting everyone at risk. They will try to pull your emotions across the border into the territory of reason. Emotion is what drives us to act, but reason is what should calculate the action. When you let pity or fear decide what is factually true, you surrender your reality to whoever can tell the saddest or the scariest story. Understanding this changes everything. The next time you are in an argument, you won't feel that familiar heat rising in your chest. You won't scramble for the perfect comeback, or lay awake in bed wishing you had said something different. You will just listen. You will watch them set up the dummy. You will smell the diversion they throw across the path. You will see the invisible cages they try to build around your choices. You won't get angry, because you will realize that they aren't arguing with you at all. They are fighting desperately to maintain an illusion, and you no longer have to play a part in their trick. You don't win an argument by having the last word. You win by refusing to be played.
Follow Psych Eyes. Your brain will thank you.